Yo, what is going on, everybody? It is me, the Fading Fire, and today I'm going to be talking about three things that I've seen people have been having trouble with, right? One is the instant air dive kick, right? Second is down one into Darklade, right? Third is down three into Rage Drive, right? Might as well add a swaggy little combo in there for y'all. But alright, so we're going to talk about these three things, right? And I'm going to give you tips on how to do them better. Of course, with practice, right? With this practice, this is going to become much easier if you practice, well, in my opinion, right? Of course, everything is subjective, right? But in my opinion. So number one, we're going to go over the instant air dive kick. And remember, when I talk, I suck more. So if I mess up, it's because I'm talking. But the instant air dive kick, right? So the input is, how do you put inputs again, dude? I haven't put inputs in so long. Restart, opponent status, player status, restart. How do you, player attack info? Wait, what? It's already on display. Health gauge, no, command history. Oops, I'm an idiot. All right, so input is down, down, back, up, up, forward, and forward, right? So that's the whole command, right? Now, I have a feeling that you guys are messing this up, not because you're doing the input wrong, right? Mostly not because you're doing the input wrong, right? I guarantee you 90% of the time you're messing this up, right? Right, most of the time you're messing this up is because you are, right? I'm trying to mess it up on purpose, right? You are trying to do this like it's an electric, right? This is not an electric, right? Because that's the main reason why I used to mess this up, right? This is not an electric, right? By what I mean this is not electric is you don't press, as soon as you're done with the inputs, you don't press 4 at the same time, right? You don't press 4 at the same time as soon as you're done with the inputs. You wait a little bit after you're done with the inputs and then press 4, right? And this is where the ranges come in, right? So this is the reason why there's different ranges, because you could press 4 in that allotted time, right? So if I press 4 as soon as I'm done with the inputs, right? A little after I'm done with the inputs, I'll come down way down here. Now if I press it a little after, I'll go a little higher, right? And that's why there's different ranges to it, because after you finish the inputs, you have an allotted time to press 4. But if you press it kind of like all at the same time, you're not going to come through with the dive kick, right? That's usually why I mess up the dive kick, right? Because I'm not giving it that time after I press the inputs, right? But after I give it that time, a little bit of time, I can just do it over and over again, right? So remember, this isn't an electric, right? And I guarantee you, you're probably not messing up the inputs. Now, second thing for the dive kick is my little shortcut, right? For the pads, right? So how I do it on the pad, damn it, dude, I'm gonna have to disconnect this. Right, how I do it on the pad is I come from down, back, and I kind of just press both of them at the same time, and I go like that, right? And I just switch like that, right? So down, back, and then I just switch it like that, right? For easy, lazy inputs, all right? And it usually works 100% of the time for me like that, and it's easy and it's quick. So I go down, back, and from this down, back position, I just go straight over to up, forward, and forward, right? I just do that, and I press both of these down at the same time. So this is how it would look, right? I go here, bam. That's all I do. Hoot, bam, hoot, bam, hoot, bam. Right? That's all I do. All right. And it makes it a lot easier than trying to, you know, just get every single input on point, right? This lazy, super lazy input really works out for me. Right, and I could do it at different ranges. I could do it whenever I want, right? So this should help, right? If you're having trouble, it's like I said, it's most likely not you doing the wrong input as so much as you trying to treat this as an electric and press everything at the same time, right? Because that's when things really start to mess up. You have to give it a little bit of time after you do the inputs, right? And you have a good amount of time. There isn't many instances where you need to insta-air dive kick super quick, right? You could give it a little bit of time. Right, you can still put a lot of pressure on whichever range you're at, right? Whether you're up at like super tiny range. I'm pressing it all at the same time. As you can see on my screen, it's saying that I'm pressing it all at the same time, right? And that's usually when I mess up, right? Right, whichever range you come at, it's gonna be good pressure either way, right? Whether you come from the super tiny range or a little higher, right? Whichever range you come at, it's gonna be good pressure, right? So now that we've gone over that, and I hope this pad shortcut works, right? This is really good for me, right? Really good. Down, back, and then I just instantly switch, right? Instantly switch just to up forward, right? I just press them down at the same time, right? That usually works for me. You go as slow as you want, you go as fast as you want, right? It really doesn't matter. Alright, now we are going to talk about down one into Darklade with one, right? This is more about button buffering, right? If anything, right? And on counter hit, this is guaranteed, right? So if you're kind of like, you know, instant pressuring them and you know they're gonna hit, you can down one into Darklade, right? And it'll be guaranteed. But main thing we were using it for is right, that combo right there. Is it a get up kick? Right, that combo right there with the instant dive kick with 3, right? And you down one and you Darklade, right? Now this is more about button buffering, right? So as soon as you press down one, right, and make sure the input goes through first, right? Make sure the input goes through. Don't try to like down one and try to do everything at the same time, or you'll come out with down forward one. All right, so as soon as you down one, you instantly go into the motion, right, of the shortcut, of course, which is down, down, forward, down, right? Down, forward, down, right? That's the shortcut for Darklade. There you go. Down, forward, down, right? Right, and that's the easy way, that's the easy shortcut way, right? Which really helps for this, because as soon as you press down, you just instantly go down, right? You go like that, right? That's the motion. Down, forward, down. Right, down, forward, down. All right, so down one, forward, down. Right, so you have to use these bufferings and these shortcuts to really help you with the inputs, right? Same thing with while standing one. Right, as soon as you press while standing one, just do the shortcut. Right, as soon as you press while standing one, just do the shortcut. Right, so button buffering and the shortcut for Darklade, which is down, forward, down, right? Down, forward, down, right? But it usually works when you're doing moves, right? Because as you see, I press down, forward, down, right? And it did it. Right, you don't see any forward in my inputs, right? You don't see any forwards on the inputs. You don't see any forwards because I'm button buffering into the shortcut for Darklade. Right? And this should help. So if you're doing down and then you're letting go, right? If you're doing down, letting go, and then trying to do the normal Darklade, that's going to be really difficult to do because, right? Because this move doesn't last very long for you to do all them inputs, right? So you press down, and then you go straight into the input for Darklade, right? Which is down, forward, down, right? Down, forward, down, and you do that motion. All right, so that really helps. That really helps, man. Right? Instead of just trying to let go and then try to do the Darklade. Down, forward, down. All right. So that's all for that, right? That really makes that really simple, right? Really simple. Really simple and really easy, right? With the button buffering, because you're already in a down, right? Just go off of the fact that you press down one and then go straight into the input, right? Go straight into the input. All right. So make sure you're taking advantage of that button buffering and also taking advantage of the Darklade shortcut. Don't even let go of down, right? As soon as you press down, just go straight into the input, right? So down, forward, down. All right, down, forward, down. Down one, forward, down. All right, just keep going with that input. All right, so you won't even be able to see the motion, but this is the motion you will be making, right? All right, so practice that and you should have it pretty down packed, right? I think this wall splats too. Oops. Trying to press all buttons at the same time. Messed it up again. I think it wall splats like at the wall, but you know. Alright, so now that we talked about that, let's go into the third thing, which is the down 3 into her rage drive, right? Now, off of 2-2, it's pretty easy, right? Pretty easy, pretty simple, even though I just messed it up right there. Right? This is also a matter of button buffering, right? Button buffering. Alright, so as soon as you press down 3, you ride off of the fact that you press down 3 and you go into a rage drive, right? And you have to do it not quickly, but you know, you have to do it. There can't be any pauses, like you can't and you can't use the shortcut or you'll come out with that, right? So you don't use the shortcut, you do the actual thing. If you use the shortcut and you try to like get it out like super fast, you're gonna come out with that, right? So you actually have to do the rage drive, which is pretty simple to do, right? It's just this motion right there, right? Quarter circle forward twice. All right, so how I like to do it is I down, keep my finger there, right, and then go back up twice, right? So it'll be like this. Down, boom, boom. Right, that's all I do. Boom, boom. Right, and as soon as I press down 3, I start going into that motion, right? There is no stop, right? So if you could look down there, that's how I do it, right? I make sure I press down 3, and then I go straight into the motion. Alright, and of course this has to be a clean hit to be a true combo. If it isn't a clean hit, it won't be a true combo. Alright. And this, like I said, is really, really helpful. Say if you're putting pressure, right? And you happen to get that down 3. Oh, and they don't block. He's just on guard all right now, so he's telling me what's not a true combo. You happen to get that down 3, right? It's perfect, right? Send him to the wall, get a whole bunch of damage, right? That's a really good strat, man. Really good strat, and I'm starting to use it a lot more. So knowing this input and not messing it up is very, very important, man. In my case, right? In my case, down, down, forward, down, right? And you just quarter circle. You just quarter circle twice, right? But stay input when you press down 3. Stay input. Don't let go, right? Don't down and then try to let go and then do the input there. Just stay there, and then right off the fact that you're already pressing down, which is called button buffering, and go straight into the rage drive, right? That is very, very clean and very, very important for me because I use this all the time, right? Whenever I have 2 bars of meter, I always use this, right? So that is pretty much going to be it for the tips and tricks videos, right? I hope that really helped you guys because I know some people are having a lot of trouble with it, and I was having a lot of trouble with it at first until I came with these little shortcuts and, you know, quote unquote lazy ways to do it. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give a sub, like, and a comment, and I will see you in the next one.